Hey, slow down there, buddy. What's the hurry? Long 9 armor. Actually, what you can do is equip the item discovery ring and try to farm the Alon Knight set if you do not have enough souls to buy the Smelter Demon set, because this one actually has... Oh wait, I gotta go into the equipment. As you can see, it has pretty decent fire resistance as well, so not as high as the Smelter Demon, but it should be okay using that one. And there you have it. A statue not shooting fire, and we can safely grab that item. Oh, come on. I should really start dodging those attacks. Boop, boop, boop. And we receive the iron key. Now there are no locked doors here in Iron Keep, but this key actually goes all the way back to Forest of Fallen Giants, funnily enough. Now let's travel to the second bonfire, and the annoying part of this is that you should really clear the area of enemies before trying to grab the lava items, because sometimes the enemies might just trap you on lava or just make things more difficult than it needs to be. We don't want that. Down with you. Destructive Great Arrow. Okay. Now over here, I think... Hey buddy! Hey buddy! Get over here! I don't want to go out on the bridge because of the archer. But I think, yeah, all you need to do is kill these two and then the archer up there. So we shall pay him a little visit. Yes, we will. Seems like he's prepared for us. Nope. Bye-bye. So, let's prepare. First of all, equip the orange spur. Then we need to change into our Smelter Demon set. Hopefully... Whoa, I am way past my weight limit. Ain't that silly? Okay, at least now I have beneath 100. You can also equip the Royal Soldier's Ring, which increases your maximum load, so let's do that. Just for the sake of it. And you need your Pyromancy Flame. Luckily that doesn't weigh anything, because we will be casting Flash Sweat. So, Orange Spur, we will be using that before we go onto the lava, as well as the Flash Sweat, and then we will use Life Gems to actually counter some of the damage when we walk onto the lava. So let's see how it goes. Slow rolling, yeah. So just jump around in the water a little while. Make sure that you're nice and wet. And you can simply just drop down here and down here. Now, Orange Spur and Flash Sweat. Crack 2 life gems, I'd say. Open the chest. Phoenix Parma. And grab that item. Easy peasy. Now that's the first item. Now we have the ones that I told you were interesting. let's see. We need to battle some enemies before we can actually get to that spot, so let's equip our normal gear. Yeah, let's keep... No. I want souls. More souls. Souls! Oh, that was the guy that followed us. I will be going up to the bonfire again and make sure that I sit down at it just to restore my SS flasks that I haven't used. But still, restore health as well as flash sweat. Now, towards the second items. I wanted to dodge! I wanted to dodge! But no. I was not allowed to dodge. Poke poke. Those sweeping strikes are... Oh, damn! If you're unlucky, you can get thrown off to the side. And you know what that means. That will just kill you. Now we have this room again. Ow! It was a quick one. Here we go. Just remember the pots of water are up the ladder over there, so you need to go up to that place where the mimic was. Too late, buddy. Too slow. What the hell? What? Okay. So apparently he doesn't fire at us over here. Here we go. And then let's try and grab that titanite bug. Nope. I wanted to use the jumping attack, but I failed. Now, as you can see, these doesn't spew fire. Let's demonstrate this. Okay, he drops down on the lava over there, but he dies. And then we have the guy over here. And down he goes. Now, as you can see, it's a much longer way. We need to be running on lava, which makes it a whole lot more dangerous. So, I think that, yeah, we can actually just run and jump down there. So, change back into all the fancy stuff. Smelt the demon set. And you will see in just a second why we actually want these things. So, oh right, there was an item over there. Oh well. Roll through all of them just to get really nice and wet. The water actually sticks to you quite a long time, so no worries. We should be able to just jump over here, take a little bit of damage, and don't push that lever or pressure plate. Silly me. And use a life gem. Whoa, as you can see, something didn't go as planned. Did I get covered in water? What was it? That was weird. Really weird. One way we could do this is actually... Oh wait, wrong high knight, thank you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a cut here, just so you don't have to watch me rerun all of this thing. So I will see you soon as I'm done preparing for the next try. So yeah, see you soon. And we're back again. Okay, so I did some more preparation actually. As you can see, I'm back up here. The reason I think I failed is because I think I wasn't completely covered in water. I don't know. I have no real way of seeing that I'm covered in water. So I felt like going back to this fountain and use this instead. So what I've done is cleared the whole way, all the way back up there from all the enemies. And as you can see in this fountain, I get full health. And I have the smelter set on. I'm prepared with small orange burr, flash sweat, pyromancy flame. I got life gem still, so sadly I fat rolled, but now let's make sure that we are nice and wet. I do not want to run this thing again. Also, if you are low, if you've died many times and you have low health because of that you are getting hollowed or undead, using a human effigy might be a good idea, so you get more health. So you can withstand the heat from the lava a bit more. The water should actually keep us... should still be on us for quite some time. So yeah, as you can see, area is clear. Can run out here and use... I think I'm just gonna drop down here. There we go. And small orange burr, flash sweat, life gem, and life gem. Grab our souls, grab the fire seed, and as you can see, health is dropping rapidly. Use SS flasks to keep that going. At the chest, use 2 SS flasks, open the chest, grab that chaos storm, and I'm dead. At least I got the item, but as you can tell, 41,000 souls are lying there, but I think we can live without that. At least I got the things that I wanted to show you. So what did we pick up first? Where I died first, where my souls were when I dropped down there. Hang on, here we go. We got another fire seed, so we can upgrade our pyromancy flame once again. Lovely. And the second thing, in the chest, we got the chaos fires or chaos storm pyromancy. Really good pyromancy spell actually, so that might be an idea to upgrade for more attunement slots actually, to be able to use both flame sway and chaos storm, because both of them are really good at bosses. Now we have one more thing to do. So let's go back to Forest of Fallen Giants and into the Cardinal Tower. I think this is the... Yeah, as you know, I picked up a key. I want to make sure I show you where this one goes before we go into the final area of Iron Keep that is a little bit hidden. So, Dragon Lake Shield, the bow. Let's see, I have that one and also that one. Give me my Traveling Merchant hat. There we go. And I will not be using a human effigy once again, because I will probably die again, sadly, but okay, you might remember that down here there is this area with those flame salamanders beneath us. And with the iron key we can actually enter that one way. So take this elevator down. You might remember this, the first boss, the last giant. And over here we had a locked door. And with the iron key we can unlock it. And to the left a flame salamander is already waiting for us. And over there we have one item. I think there should be one more down here, and then there's the other ones on top. Let's see what the item is. I wanna know. Okay. There we have it. So just ignore these salamanders, just grab the items and go! Because you make so little damage to these guys. Great shield. And one of them is just charging you, one is spewing fire. Excuse me. Thank you. And you need to be going right up here. Not sure if he is gonna follow us. Another one waiting for us right here. Another one over there. As you can tell, they have insane homing with their flaming attacks. They just spin around. So what I'm gonna do to show you the top floor is the easier way. And that is just to drop from above. This way, it takes a couple of arrows, but then you can grab all of the items completely undisturbed. So away with you, and away with you. And put on the cat ring before we drop down. But before you drop down here... Oh, item. Let's kill this guy with some arrows. It's gonna take a couple of arrows, but that way we can grab that chest in the corner completely by ourselves, because the salamander to the right, which trapped us and killed us just a minute ago, will not notice us. He only notices people when you jump down that small way down to the area beneath. And poke away. Poke away. I bet some people actually bought lots of arrows in the beginning of the game and thought these guys were gonna be worth lots of souls by killing them, but they are not. I bet it costs more arrows to be able to kill them in the beginning of the game than you actually receive souls. Since I have the ring and the gloves, you can see not many souls at all. Now with the cat ring, walk along the wall here and just drop down on this pile of rubble. Heal up. The guy over there won't notice us. And we can start grabbing items. Fire Drake. Stone. Stone. Over here we have the Hawk Ring. And here we have Darts of Lost Undead. And this is where we get the Flame Quartz Ring +1. Now you can use a bonfire, or Homeward Bone, I mean, to get out of here if you want to. Or you need to run out of this area through this door, or... Hey, calm down there, buddy. Oh, wrong weapon. He countered me. Bastard. If you don't have the key and drop down here, you can actually... Whoa. Where we found the Great Shield, where that Flame Salamander over there, who is spewing fire at us, there's an exit as well, leading out where you first find the Fire Longsword. Okay, now I've shown you all of those items and everything, all the annoying things. I think I'm ready to... Let's see, we don't need that for the next part. We should be using... Let's see. Let's put on the life ring, sure. And... what else do we have? Yeah, let's give ourselves another attunement slot. No, I don't want to... There we go. And... tune spells. I'm gonna add the Chaos Storm. And then we will travel back once again to the Iron Keep. Don't worry, guys, this is actually the last part I want to show you. Lots of jumping back and forth. It's just because I want to make sure I show you also where all the items, where that key went and everything. Actually, I can equip my Alba set as well. Can de-equip that one. I will want that, yep. Alright, I think we're set. Alright, I forgot. I need the bow one more time to taunt this ironclad over here. Here we go. Hey, was I fat rolling? It looked like it. Ow. Hate when that happens. Nope. Yeah, I am fat rolling. Oh, I bet it's the rings. But I will equip that anyway, so yeah. Okay. Now to show you the PvP zone. As you remember, through this door, use the Pharaoh's Lockstone, climb up the ladder, but this time we will jump down to this bonfire. Gonna sit down at it to restore my Estus flasks. And I think I will be using a human effigy to restore all my health. No, I wanna sit at the bonfire again to restore to my full health. Come on. Here we go. And up, up, up we go. This is actually just like Belfry Luna, except it's more fiery, so to speak, but it's a safe covenant. You can join the covenant here again if you'd want to, but I don't feel like it. So it's a new area with new items, but the thing is, this one doesn't have a boss. Now, this witch over here actually does quite... Whoa! They all do quite some damage. Okay, I'm not gonna use a human effigy then. The game doesn't want me to. I think I did the wrong thing there, just walking right in there. You should actually just back into the small room with the ladder and try killing the dwarf and that witch alone. Wait. Excuse me? That shouldn't be there right now. Let's see if I get... Yeah, there we go. That's the invasion wall. So, kill the dwarf. Taunt the witch over here. This way you don't have to fight them, risking other people's invading you. I want to try this. I wonder if you can lure that dwarf over here as well. Yep. Here we go. Just clearing out all the enemies as much as we can before we enter. Now, let's go through this. As you can see, getting invaded straight away. Just showing you guys the whole area so you can see it. A ballista over there. Shlomo has invaded us. Where is he? Nope, that is not Slow-mo. This is Slow-mo. And he has no health at all. So let's kill him. And be on our way. Oh, come on, how much poise do you have? There we go. Heal up. You can look back at your entrance to make sure if you're being invaded again, which I am. So let's run in here, pull the lever to ring the bell. I think that raises the gate at the end. No item there, but an item over here. Simpletons and spies. Yeah. Gotta climb up this ladder, and up here a NPC is waiting for us which is dual wielding crossbows. And that is the Evelyn, the best crossbow in the game. It is insane and I want it. Here we go, away with you. Down the right side here. Yeah, simpletons and spies again. Couple of more enemies waiting for us here. If you don't jump down, they will just fire arrows at you. Okay, I'm just gonna grab this and run. Simpletons and spies, and perhaps I die here. come on, heal, heal. These little dwarves. There we go. Oh, he actually dropped a rusted coin. Thank you. Now, this is where the fog wall is normally for the invaders, so you can't pass through here unless you have killed the invader. Just so you know. Or I think you can walk through it actually, but it's always the risk of walking through a fog wall with someone chasing you from behind. Anyway, here we have a chest, which will give us immolation, a new pyromancy. Yay! Down the stairs. Here we have human effigy and Triclops snake trochets. Keep on going, and out here we are back into the Iron Keep and can drop down to the bonfire, but secret passage, illusionary wall. Let's raid that one. And in here we have the real treasure. So Black Knight Greatsword. And Protective Chime and Grand Spirit Tree Shield. I think it's this shield I really like. No, it's not. I confused it with another shield, so... oh well. Not that shield then. So just drop down here, be wary so you don't drop down there and die. And let's go back to Majula because we are done with the Iron Keep. Sorry if it was a really lengthy episode, but as you saw, lots of items to grab and they're kind of annoying to get to and all that, so what I'm gonna do up here is upgrade my Pyromancy Flame.
And that is
the last thing. Reinforced Pyromancy Flame. And now we go to +7, 212.
I'm always hit.
Great. I think that's it. I'm just gonna check my notes. And shown that. Yeah. And as I told you about those 2 items in the beginning of the area, if you want to grab those, just make sure that you do the same thing as for the other items and run there instead. But as you know, it's just a human effigy and a bonfire aesthetic, so don't worry about it if you ignore those. Anyway, next time we will actually be going down that big old hole over there, so until then, take care and happy gaming. Bye bye! Nope. I'm sorry guys, I forgot to tell you about an item. We found a dull ember. And as you know, someone, which is named Macduff, really likes flames, so...
Flame, I smell flame upon you. I'm Macduff the blacksmith. All I want is a little flame. So, hand that ember to me. Right now, you imbecile.
It's a little bit impolite, but let's give it to him.
What a marvelous ember. You've got stones, I pray. Give me stones, and I'll fortify your gear.
Now, just to make this episode even longer, we have a new chop. So he sells you a couple of new items: Bastard Sword, Uchigatana, Great Axe, Winged Spear, Scythe, Longbow, Light Crossbow and Royal Kite Shield. He sells infinite amount of wood arrows and iron arrows, as well as the wood bolts and heavy bolts. So this is your chance to be upgrading to the heavier arrows and bolts, as well as some iron great arrows. Let's see, he has repair powder and infinite large titanite shard Also, nice moment to be able to upgrade your armor or your weapon, whatever you need. So now you probably have a couple of normal Titanite shards, so maybe upgrade a new weapon to level 10 or something like that if you want to. Now, as Lanigrast, he can repair and reinforce your weapons, but he can also infuse them, and this is where you can use the different stones that you found during the game. So let's take the Dragon Lake Sword as an example. As you can see down where it's red right now, faint stone, you need one stone to enchant a weapon with a certain type, so this is magic. And as you can see down in the left, it decreases the normal increasement of the weapon, but it adds a C to magic. And if you give it fire, it increases C with fire, and then we have with lightning and dark, and then we even have poison. But as you can see to the right, it decreases the physical attack of the weapon, but adds a new element to it. So bleeding, and then we have raw, which takes, as you can see, it takes down the strength and dex increasement down to E, but it increases the physical attack of the weapon. So weapons that already have low stat increasements, raw might be a good option. But then we also have, let's see here, enchanted, which, let's see, it simply, alright, that's one simply adds magic to it, I believe. Yeah, it doesn't increase anything or anything, it just simply adds a D to the weapon in intelligence. Or magic, I meant, sorry. And then we have the mundane. This is a weird one because, as you can see, it halves the physical attack of the weapon. But what it does is it actually increases the weapon's attack bonus based upon your lowest stats. So if you'd have, like, let's say 10 in all the stats but 1 in a certain stat, it would be based upon that 1. So you'd get plus 6, I believe, up to 20. So if you have 10 in all the stats, that would be plus 60, since 10 times 6, 60. So all the way up to 20. Then from 20 to 30 it gets plus 3. And then after that I believe it's plus 1 for each level in all of the stats. So it is good on some types of weapon because, as you can see, it also decreases the stat increasement on the weapon. So some types of weapon are good with this one. If you like, kind of like me, I'm on the way, increases all of these stats and not just aim on one certain type of stats. So. And of course the grayed out, that's where you use pale stones. So for instance we have the fire longsword, which is already enchanted with fire, as you can see, but if we want to take that away and just make it a longsword, you can use a pale stone to reset it. So don't worry, you can try out the weapons and then go back. All you gotta make sure is that you have the stones for it. Okay, and you can enchant shields as well, decreasing all the other stats but increasing a certain type of element. So if a shield almost has fully, let's say, fire resistance, you can just enchant it with fire to make it go up to 100% if you'd want to. Or lightning, or dark, or magic, or poison, or bleed, yeah. Very important blacksmith, I'd say. But I don't think he's now. Nothing new to say, so. But there you have it, Macduff. Very important blacksmith, use him well. So until next time, for real now, for reals, take care and happy gaming. Bye bye.